This is Braden Waters with Fraser Roofing. I'm here at Corinth Baptist Church. It's about 11:20 a.m. on June 16th, 2025. About 87 degrees out here. It's a scorcher. So we're going to be, we were looking for the 4 shingles on this roof that were damaged. This is one of them. So we're going to be removing this shingle. And in order to do so, I have to unseal this shingle, and this shingle, because we're going to be taking out the nails in the nail strip here, as well as the headlap nails that are in the nail strip up here. And we're just going to be documenting this for the owners. Also, this allows us to figure out exactly which shingle they currently have on this roof, because we'll be seeing all of the measurements once we take it. So, first things first, going to be unsealing this. We're using the roof snake. And we'll start here at the corner. Just trying to unseal this without damaging this shingle. And without burning my hands off. Now we are getting a lot of granules starting to roll off here in the process. And with these we have to be very careful just because, as you can see right here, the keys are starting to delaminate. So we're going to be looking for that in the shingles all around this repair, because what happens to this shingle, we're taking it out, but these are supposed to stay. So if these get messed up, then we can't call this a good repair, because now these are damaged. So we're going to be watching for that as we go. Granules coming off of this as well. So that one's out. This one overlaps a decent amount right here. So I'm going to do these. Where's this one starting? Okay, so we got 2 right here. We're also going to check the bottom of these shingles to see if there's any mat transfer, because once we get mat transfer, the shingles will not seal back down on their own, which is what they're supposed to do with a proper repair. This one overlaps here, so we're going to take this one. And the whole point of us unsealing all of this is so we can see where the nails are, so we're not just randomly probing around trying to find these. This makes it a much more precise process. That is hot. All right, so start from the bottom and go up. So the first nail is right here. Now, first thing we're noticing is this nail has started to pull through the matting here. So we're going to be watching for that along the process as well. If it pulls through the matting, now we have a new hole that's not supposed to be there. And there is some mat transfer going on as well in this nail strip. And So this one right here has pushed through. So for me to get this one out, I have to reach all the way up under there to push it out. Because what it's doing is, as we pry up on the bottom of the nail head, what happens is that shingle actually pushes over the top of the nail head, and it's no longer effectively being nailed down any longer. And that's one of the 5 points we're looking at. So. And this one did it too. So there's two. Come out. Pushed all the way through. So now that I can't nail it back in that same spot. Now, like I said before, this is the damaged shingle. If this happens on these shingles, now we have damaged shingles above us. Did it too, so we got two more down here, because as I was pulling that one off, this one came out. So both of those in the process of removing this shingle are out. Now, as you can see, this is starting to crease and delaminate here and here just from barely lifting that. So now you can see we're going to have a crease all the way along that, and it won't take much for those granules to start rolling out and having issues with resealing now. And we're only having to take the nails out that are directly so this nail currently here has pushed all the way through. I cannot push it back out because it's in the nail strip here, and what it's done is it's pushed all the way through the matting. So now we've got an issue with this shingle above us. So now we have two shingles that are damaged. And the other problem is the only way to get it out now is to have to lift up higher, creating more torque on this than necessary, which this is gonna cascade all over the roof because this is just one repair, one shingle. You multiply that by 4, and now we're talking about 10 shingles. Because we've got some that are overlapping we haven't even touched yet. So now we got multiple problems going on. See, had to pull it out from underneath, and the matting is actually on top. So, multiple failures already. This nail came out. It's good. And here. That one's good. So now we've got 1, 2 messed up. Now, the main thing that I'm looking to is just to see, without pulling up too heavily, just cut enough just to get an underneath look. We've got some mat transfer here in a few spots. Definitely an issue. A hidden nail somewhere here. Sometimes. There it is. So this one can't even get the nail out with having to go all the way underneath this shingle. So that's why you have to get a little bit farther underneath. So there's another issue we got going on with this shingle. So able to pull this one out. See, it's creased all the way down. So this is the shingle that we're not using. We've got a replacement here. It's going to go back in. So slowly but surely, ease this one in so that we don't have any unnecessary torquing or pulling of the shingle. Lined up. I'm going to put some new nails in this one. This. And just from that little bit of manipulation, taking it out, these are all creasing on the keys here, which is going to be a problem resealing down in the future. To get these nails started, we have to lift it up. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but granules are rolling off this thing. Oh, crazy. Having to get it started, but can't drive nails all the way down with this thing. It's just part of the process. All right, so there's one. Now with this one, we're gonna re-secure it, but this shingle effectively needs to be replaced. But at this point, I've already deemed with just the creasing of the shingles, the delamination now that's being caused, as well as these granules rolling off, I'm saying this slope's not repairable. Because all of the nail holes now that are present that weren't present before, and with the mat transfer, these things are not going to reseal back down properly like they would have previously. Smack my fingers on that. Another problem too is just trying to get these nails in properly, even with the recommended tool. What it's causing issues with the nails. So this nail and just the manipulation there is tearing this other shingle as well. So even with the recommended tool, we're having some difficulties. Brand new nail as well. So every repair is just a little bit different. What are we up to, 12 minutes now? And that's like barely halfway up the hammer to get that. So that's just a very minimal amount of movement, and we're getting delamination. Actually, so I'm going to take you for a little walk around here. So as you can see, this is the one we put in temporarily, so we can figure out what shingles we're looking at, number one. Number two, you can see just from that movement, now we've got creasing here, and that's not with me rubbing it. That is literally just with me touching it. From that right there, that's all that's from. And you can see it all the way down here on this repair, which was not present there beforehand. And so we got one here. Now for the other four, we're gonna have issues on those other four. So effectively not a repairable situation. This is gonna need to be a replacement.